Hello, everyone. I'm James. Welcome back to Easy English for You. Why do people start over every year? Why do good plans die so fast? Why do smart people fail at simple goals?
Many people ask those questions. They make a plan. They feel excited. Then a few weeks later, everything is gone.
Yes, a new diet, a new exercise plan, a new reading goal. We have all been there.
Exactly. Many people think they have a weak mind. They blame themselves. They think they are the problem.
And that feels painful. Some people try for years. Nothing seems to change. They feel stuck.
That feeling is very common, especially today. Life is busy. People work long hours. They pay bills. They take care of children. They come home tired.
Then they look at social media. Everyone else seems successful. Everyone else seems happy. Everyone else seems ahead.
But that is often an illusion. We see the result. We do not see the struggle. We do not see the years of small effort.
That reminds me of today's book, Atomic Habits.
Yes, and the interesting thing is this. The book is not really about habits. It's about change. It's about becoming a different person.
That sounds much deeper.
It is. And the story starts with James Clear himself.
What kind of person was he?
He loved baseball. He was a young athlete. He had dreams. He had plans for the future.
Just like many young people.
Exactly. Then, one day, everything changed. A baseball bat hit his face. The accident was serious. His life suddenly stopped.
Wow, that must have been frightening.
Very frightening. He spent time in the hospital. He was in pain. Recovery was slow, much slower than he wanted.
That sounds difficult.
It was. His friends kept playing. His friends kept moving forward. He had to watch from the side.
I think many people know that feeling, watching others move forward, feeling left behind.
Yes, maybe you felt it after losing a job, maybe after an illness, maybe after a divorce, maybe after a failure. Life moves on, but you feel stuck.
That is a painful place to be.
James Clear knew that feeling, and he learned something important. Big change was impossible, at least at first, but small change was possible.
Small change?
Very small change. A little better today, a little better tomorrow, then a little better again.
Most people do not think that way.
No, most people want a big transformation. They want a new life next month. They want success quickly.
And when it does not happen, they quit.
Exactly. They think nothing is working. But growth is often invisible, at least in the beginning.
Like planting a seed.
A perfect example. For a long time, nothing seems to happen. Then one day, a small green leaf appears. But the real work started much earlier.
Under the ground.
Yes, the roots were growing, even when nobody could see them.
That feels true for many parts of life.
It does. Learning a language, saving money, building trust, improving health. Progress is often quiet.
I think many people need that reminder.
There's another lesson, a lesson that surprised many readers.
What is it?
Goals are not enough.
Really? That sounds strange.
Most people love goals. They write goals every year. They put goals on the wall. They talk about goals.
So, what is wrong with goals?
Goals show direction, but goals don't change daily life. Many people have goals. Few people change their days.
That is true. Many people dream. Few people change routines.
Exactly. Imagine two people. Both want to lose weight. Both want a healthier life. One person only thinks about the result. The other changes daily actions.
I think I know who wins.
Most likely, yes. Because life happens every day, not on goal day.
That makes sense.
But here comes the most important idea in the book.
More important than goals?
Much more important. James Clear says real change starts with identity.
Identity? What does that mean?
Identity means how you see yourself. It answers a simple question. Who am I?
That sounds simple.
It sounds simple, but it changes everything. Imagine someone says this, I want to run. That's one way of thinking. Now imagine someone says this, I am a runner.
I can feel the difference.
Exactly. One person wants a result. The other person becomes someone new.
So habits are not only actions, they are also messages.
Very good. Every action sends a message. Every action says something about who you are.
Can you give an example?
Of course. If you read one page today, you tell yourself something. You say, I am a reader. If you save a little money today, you say, I am careful with money. If you take a short walk today, you say, I care about my health.
Even small actions matter.
Especially small actions. Because they happen often, they slowly build identity.
That feels hopeful.
It is hopeful. You do not need a perfect year. You do not need a perfect month. You only need another vote.
Another vote?
Yes, every good action is a vote. A vote for the person you want to become.
I really like that idea.
Many readers do, because it removes shame. One mistake is not the end. One bad day is not the end.
Many people forget that.
They do. They miss one workout, then they quit. They eat one unhealthy meal, then they quit. They miss one day of study, then they quit.
I think many viewers are smiling right now because they have done that.
Most of us have, but James Clear says something different. He says small actions can change a life. The question is, how?
Yes. How do small actions become lasting habits? How do some habits stay for years, and why do others disappear so quickly?
That is where the next part becomes very interesting, because the answer is not willpower. The answer is something most people never notice.
Now I'm curious. Let's talk about that next.
Most people think success comes from effort alone. James Clear disagrees.
Really? What does he think?
He thinks the environment is often stronger than effort.
That sounds surprising.
Let me give you an example. Imagine a bowl of snacks on your table. You see it all day. You walk past it many times.
I know what happens next. I eat the snacks.
Most people do. Not because they are bad. Not because they are weak. The snacks are simply easy to reach.
So the environment shapes behavior.
Exactly. Now imagine healthy food on the table. The choice becomes easier. The environment changes the result.
That sounds simple.
Many powerful ideas are simple. Think about your phone. Many people want to read more books. Many people want to learn English. Many people want more focus.
But the phone is always there.
Exactly. One quick look becomes 30 minutes, then 1 hour, then the evening is gone.
That happens to many people.
Every day. James Clear says we should make good habits easy and make bad habits harder.
How can we do that?
Move the phone away. Put a book on the table. Prepare your running shoes. Make the good choice easy.
That sounds practical.
It is practical. This book is full of practical ideas.
Can you give another example?
Of course. One famous idea is habit stacking.
What is that?
It means connecting a new habit to an old habit.
That sounds interesting.
Imagine you drink coffee every morning. That habit already exists. After coffee, read one page. After coffee, learn one English word. After coffee, write one sentence.
The old habit helps the new habit.
Exactly. You do not start from zero. You build on something that is already there.
I can see why that works.
Most people try to change their whole life in one day. That is very hard. Habit stacking is much gentler.
I think many viewers will like that idea.
There's another famous lesson. It may be the most useful lesson in the book.
Now I'm curious again.
It's called the 2-minute rule.
What is that?
When starting a new habit, make it very small, so small that it feels easy.
Can you give an example?
Certainly. Want to read more books? Read one page. Want to run every day? Put on your shoes. Want to study English? Learn one sentence.
That sounds almost too easy.
That's the point. People often fail because they start too big. They try to climb a mountain on day 1.
Then they get tired.
Then they quit. But small habits are different. Small habits feel possible. Small habits survive busy days.
Busy days are important. Most adults have many responsibilities.
Exactly. They work. They pay bills. They care for family. They solve problems all day. By evening, they are exhausted.
That's real life.
Yes. And James Clear understands that. He does not ask people to become perfect. He asks people to become consistent.
That feels much more realistic.
Real change is often boring. It is not dramatic. It is not exciting every day. It is repetition.
Day after day.
Exactly. And that is why many people miss it. They look for a miracle. They ignore small improvements.
But small improvements add up.
They do. Imagine saving a small amount of money, week after week, year after year. The result becomes surprising.
Like planting many small seeds.
A beautiful image. Most of life works that way. Strong relationships, better health, new skills, trust, confidence. They grow little by little.
I think that is why this book became so popular.
I agree. People are tired of waiting for motivation. They are tired of feeling guilty. They are tired of starting over.
This book gives them another path.
Yes, a kinder path, a smaller path, a path that real people can follow.
So let us return to our first question. Why do good plans die so fast?
Often because the plans are too big, the habits are too hard, the environment works against us.
And what is the answer?
Start small, make it easy, repeat it often, become the person you want to be.
That sounds simple.
It is simple, but simple does not mean weak. Small actions can change a life. We just don't notice it at first.
Maybe that's the real lesson. A good life is not built in one moment. It's built in many small moments.
I think James Clear would agree. One choice, then another, until one day you look back and realize you became someone new.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please like and subscribe. Members can also get a PDF with today's lesson. It includes the full script, key ideas, useful vocabulary, and detailed explanations. It's a helpful tool for review, deeper understanding, and self-study. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep going and keep growing.